Question. I don't know.
In this lonely ass world, it's getting colder. I'm not going nowhere if I cannot take my boat there. My mind was bred a little different, yeah, from my own past. If I see heat, why the fuck would I wanna go there? Mama, I make you smile. Mama, your little nigga came from wildin'. Mama, always got in trouble, I was shouted. Mama, now I'm staring at shit. Mama, I'm the pilot. Mama, if I want something, I'ma go get it. Mama, swim with the sharks, piranhas, and fishes. Mama, it's so hard down here, God is my witness. Mama, I know where I'm going. Mama, I'm a fan. It's hard not knowing who is really gonna be there for me. I wish you could be here to see me the day I start touring. Shit be on my mind every second when I'm not recording. I'm waking up conversating with the Lord every morning. I mistakenly took the wrong path, I had to rewind. I fumbled trying to move too fast, I had to keep trying. Growing up, I got in trouble, told myself to keep lying. So much stress be building up, swear I be needing me time.
Good morning to the DMV and the rest of the world. This is your girl, Reese, a.k.a. the best that ever did it, a.k.a. It's Friday, people, and we are going to have a good time. It's a beautiful day outside. The birds is chirping. The sun is shining. And I'm here today, and my crew is with me. Let's start off with my $1 million producer, Mr. Molly Mall, $1 Million Moments. He's in the building. Good morning. Good morning. And then I have my little songbird with me, Mr. Trayvon. Good morning, honey.
What's up? Good morning, love. How you?
I'm good. I'm good. And then I have my mentalist with me today to help me pack and unpack all this stuff. The Blue Phoenix. Good morning, Phoenix.
Great day, everyone. I was in here and I got kicked out, so I had to come back in.
It's okay that you're here with me. And Kenneth, I don't know where Kenneth is because he's supposed to be on a panel. And Molly said, I didn't talk to Kenneth. He called me 8:30 this morning. So I know he talking about he gonna be ready and waiting. And Mr. D.A. the barber, Mr. Tracy the comedian. There's a host of other people who said that they would join in today because I asked this question. Why would a man say that they want to get to know you? I'm just throwing it out there so everybody can ponder on it. But I'm going to tell you the question, and then we're going to come back and we're going to dissect it later because I got a little video and all that good stuff for you. The question I asked the men earlier this week is why a man say they want to get to know you, but the first thing they're always talking about is sex to you. Like, I'm going to give you an example. And y'all think about this. Hey, I'm trying to get to know you. Whoop-de-whoop. Y'all exchange numbers. You know, I like you. I want to get to know you better. Exchange numbers. And the first thing you want to know, what you got on? You got on any panties? Excuse me, sir. Is that how you start your day? How you doing? You got on any drawers? Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. We'll come back to that later. But that's what we're talking about today on Freaky Friday. I want to talk about Jamie Foxx. I understand that my man is under the weather, and they don't know why he was sent to the hospital. And he's shooting a new film with Cameron Diaz, and they're saying that my man is under the weather. So Fox, I hope you get better well, and hope it ain't nothing too serious, because you know they have a couple of diseases circling around, or viruses circling around again. They're trying to say now we got COVID-29. So, oh no, that's coming around. They said a stronger version of COVID-19. Then you got to go have COVID-29. And then they're also talking about the ticks giving everybody Lyme disease. They said that it spread it out from New England. So all the ticks that was in New England spread it across America. And now, ticks unite because they going to bite. So, and Lyme disease and stuff is very serious. If you catch it earlier, they give you some penicillin for it, but there's no cure for that they have found out yet. And it does something with messes with your blood, the circulation, the oxygen getting to your brain. So, and it could paralyze you, cause you paralysis of the face, the body. It's a serious, nasty disease. If you get it, it's a life-changing disease caused by a little tick. So all of you people that own animals, fleas and ticks, please keep your animals safe from tick-free, because I would hate for any of my people to be taken out from a tick bite. But that's how the dangerous things are the most littlest things. Then remember that, y'all. The dangerous things that we don't think about is the most littlest things, like bacteria can easily get into it, and it can take your butt. So the dangerous things are the most littlest things. They the dangerous, honey. They the dangerous. So what else been going on? Do y'all got any news y'all want to share, or any highlights that we want to talk about?
I think there's some questions to go along with the topic today. I think there's some questions, so that'll help with the content, what we're discussing, what we're talking about.
Okay. And Louisa, what's going on in the news in your world?
Not too much going on in the news in my world. Some things we talked about on the No Filter show last night about if you were proposed to, or if you proposed to someone and they said no, is the relationship over? That was one of the questions last night.
That's a good question, actually.
That is a good question. That is an excellent question, because a lot of people take that as rejection, especially a man. And a woman, well, because we women, we want men to propose to us, but now you got women out there proposing to the women. I mean, the women proposing to the men. Y'all know what I meant. and vice versa. So, answer that question. If you tell somebody no, is it over?
I don't think so. I mean, I feel like God. I mean, I don't know. People rush things to try to force marriage and stuff on people, but I think that I don't know. I feel like y'all already know where y'all at. That's lack of communication, because y'all knew that y'all was nowhere around that. If she says no and decline, either you was doing something or you didn't get to the point where she was actually ready to accept marriage from you. So I don't think it's necessarily wrong, but y'all need to reevaluate yourselves and figure out why it was a no. Because a man is going to know with confidence that she's going to say yes when y'all reach that point.
Right.
I agree. And that's what I said last night, that it's very rare that a woman tells a man no. And it has to be something that either she saw or something he's done that she hasn't gotten over, or it's just something there, because it's very rare if a woman tells a man no that they don't want to marry them. And also, you have to have a conversation. 90% of the time, the relationships do end if a person tells them no because they want to marry them. If we're not getting married, what are we here for? But if you have the conversation to see why this person said no, it may not end. Or it might end. You just never know. But like Trayvon said, you're supposed to know where you are in that relationship with the person you're with. And you can't just propose to a person just to keep them there because you don't want to lose them,
Yeah.
True that. Okay, that is so true. But I think also sometimes it could be a thing that they're not ready yet. And they say, yeah, I'll marry you, but I'm gonna say no for now because we're not ready yet. We're not ready yet. Could it be financially? It could be mentally, So there's a reason why they would say.
And if that's the case, if it's a no for now, then just say yes. I say yes if it's like a public thing, just to save face, because I don't like embarrassing people. If you love this person and you could, and they propose to you and you're in public, just say yes. And then afterwards say, baby, I love you. I'm not ready to get ready right now. People think once you get proposed, you have to jump and get married. No, you can have an extended proposal.
No, it's not. You got to be put on the stream to be able to.
Yeah,
Mm.
you don't have to have a short proposal, and like it sometimes it takes time. Sometimes people aren't ready, but it is cool to know where you are with the person,
Yeah, you
and then
should.
ladies, because women do it too. Don't propose to men. It's a man's job to propose because that lets you know when they're ready. You don't
Yeah.
propose to a man telling him when that you're ready and he ain't ready, because that you just don't tell a man to be ready. They have to be ready.
That's
Molly said they
but
might hurt more telling someone yes than no later. Yeah,
Yeah, but my thing is, think about all the marriages and people marriages that are actually successful. If you really look into marriages and stuff like that, the ones that are engaged for a year or something, you don't have to put a timestamp on it. You're just saying that you're ready. You're just saying that you agreeing that I think putting somebody in an awkward position to make them say yes, especially at a basketball game or public event in front of fans or family, I think that's manipulation. As a means to say yes so you can save the moment. You're not embarrassing that person, but you stick your own neck out there when you do it prematurely. I don't believe in people not knowing when they're ready. Conversations that should have been had to show y'all that y'all reaching that point. I mean, what are y'all doing if y'all don't even know where y'all at?
now, can you
Hell
ask
y'all
me to
doing?
marry you and you don't have no ring or no nothing? Can you just
No,
just come up and say, Reese, will you marry me? Is that a
no.
proposal? Are you?
You can it doesn't have to be
proposal
the
is
fattest
just you
diamond box.
asking somebody to marry you. The crazy thing is, people used to get proposed to without rings all the time. It wasn't
Mm-hmm.
always a ring. They used to
Mm-hmm.
get married without rings. They used to build or make the ring out of
Bands and
gold or
stuff.
whatever. It wasn't
Yeah.
like it is now. So if somebody comes to you, and of course now they're going to bring a ring. But if they're really
Not
serious, and,
necessarily,
and,
because I
and
know
you know,
some
and
people that propose Weezy and they ain't got no ring, they ain't got nothing. It's just word.
yeah, but if right, it's just, yeah, I've been proposed to like that. I'm like, no, you can't come.
Why you say
But
no?
the
You hurt
people.
their feelings.
You have to know who you're working with. I got proposed to by my ex-husband the first time after sex. Do you really think I believed his ass? No.
I mean,
He was
somebody that
high.
called himself being for real with you. I mean, he probably was joking and clowning at the time, but somebody gonna say, I've been proposed to, and they took a damn twisty tie off the bread and say, will you marry me? And I laughed and I said, no, go and get from here.
I don't think it has to be like she was saying. I don't think knowing history and knowing that people weren't, especially coming from our time, weren't in a position to be able to buy things uh, that's shown we were married. The fact that y'all just y'all marriage. I mean, y'all relationship and the energy y'all carry, regardless. It was just obvious that y'all were in. Hey, Miss Michelle. Good morning. But it was obvious that y'all were in a good morning. It was
Surprise,
obvious that y'all were in a
surprise.
relationship. You didn't have to have a big. That's for show. That's to tell other people. That's to show other people that you married. It's not even about that. I think you should have some type of symbol that y'all agree on that if it's that important, and some type of symbolism that shows, hey, we are married. But I got a friend
A
next to me that said
tattoo.
I got a friend next to me just now that was saying that he was engaged for a while, and I guess it went on so long that they just ended up going in separate ways by the end. He was saying he tried to propose and it just didn't, it didn't go right.
I know
So
some people that have been engaged for 10 years or
Still wear the
more.
ring.
I mean, sometimes it
Now
be
that's
like that.
ridiculous. That's
he said that
ridiculous.
she still wears the ring now. I don't know what type of mind trickery that's about. Still enticing a man by, still carrying the symbol that y'all were going to get together. I don't know what that is. That's kind of toxic to me. But yeah, that's what he was saying.
Well, I don't know, because I know when I was proposed to, it was just to get me off the market and make sure that I wasn't going to go out there and date nothing or do anything. But
A
the
lockdown, yeah.
meantime that they're proposing to me, you're being faithful and true. That cuts to dating, because that's like, okay, you ain't no need to date because you got your promise of marriage.
Right.
But some people use that as a joke, as to say, okay, I got her waiting for me. I'm gonna go out there and sow my oats or do whatever. It's it always seems to be a one-sided thing, a lopsided thing in relationships sometimes.
Yeah, Michael
As
said,
far as
oh, I'm
proposal.
sorry. Michael said, depends on the person you're dealing with, if he's sincere or not. And that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Because you don't even have to necessarily have the ring. If you know he's serious and you know what you guys are working toward, and a ring might not even be in the budget right now. Maybe he'll get the ring later, but like you said, there has to be something secure there
Yeah.
to know. Even if you have a ring, you have to have that security in knowing with her and him that they're serious.
And he's going to be showing you that. The proof is going to be in the pudding. So if you don't know that by that point of him asking you, y'all didn't have a relationship anyway. Y'all didn't have any substance or foundation under yourselves. So,
Hi
you know.
everyone. Hi
Hey,
everyone.
good
How's
morning.
everybody doing? As someone I'm catching the tail end, but as somebody who's been married and divorced twice, they can keep their goddamn ring. They can keep the goddamn ring. I don't care about the money. I don't care about the ring. I care about how you treat me and the commitment you make to me. We can get married and it's going to be sanctioned by who? And you can give me a piece of ring, give me a ring that's worth what, $5,000-$10,000. But are you gonna love me for the rest of my life? Are you gonna love me when I'm down? Are you gonna love me when I'm hit and being a piece of crap? I don't need a ring if the answers are no to that. I need somebody who's willing to be honest, committed, steady, and reliable, and loving,
Now, can I ask
and
you a
pathetic.
question, Miss Michelle?
Sure.
Okay, so now being someone who has had the chance to be married, um, what would you do different? What did you take from your marriages that you would put into your next relationship? Doesn't have to be another marriage, but what would you take from that? We're learning lessons because after trying it twice,
Good
that was kind of,
question.
Um, so from the two marriages that, am I good? Am I good? So from the
your
two
signal a
marriages
little
that I've
bit because
had,
you're moving to the terminal, but
I'm moving to the terminal.
yeah,
So yeah,
she might
the
have to
two
tap. She
marriages
might
that
have to
I've
tap back
had,
in when she gets
what I've
service, but.
learned.
Yeah, it's. I think it's breaking up a little bit too much.
Yeah,
She
they
might have
probably
to
don't
tap.
have much service in there. But
Well, let me
that's a
let me.
that's a great
I was about to say, let me
question.
redirect that to y'all then. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a great question. And I was gonna ask, oh, Michelle, you back? Okay, go ahead.
you
Yes,
back? Yeah,
I'm
go
here.
ahead.
So what I learned from my marriages is friendship, commitment. Most importantly, friendship. My marriages, both of them, consisted of passion and lust and getting lost and caught up in the emotion of that feeling. And again, I think for some people, we've been trained, we've been programmed, to think that we need to have that other person, that's the goal. That's our end game, is to get married. Really? The end game is not to help other people. The end game isn't to love yourself and put the love out there in the world. Because again, I've learned from being married is that, yeah, you can have a partner by your side, but you can also have an enemy. You want to have an ally. You want to have a friend. Life's too short to live in anger and again, grace. When you're friends, when you start off as friends show each other grace. People who have lust and emotions, in my opinion, allow those emotions to overrule everything and you forget about grace. You get caught up in your ego and your pride. So I mean, for me, I have a lot of work to do on myself, and I recognize that. Um, but again, I don't really feel people should be rushing to the end game with somebody else for marriage. I mean, the only thing it gives you is what? Is that sense of stability that you have somebody to come home to at night? Yeah, and I have a cat. I have friends like Althea I can call.
I feel that. I feel that.
Now I'm
You
gonna
know,
take back over the show now because we wasn't talking about marriage today. We're talking about dating. Hopefully that you get on some dates to lead up to marriage.
yeah.
Okay. So I got a video I want to share. Then we're gonna comment and talk about that. And then if we got more time, we can jump back into the marriage. But
Oh
these
boy.
are the things that leads us up, hopefully, to that great proposal. And FYI, our ancestors, we used to jump the broom. We never had rings or anything. They used to tie string around, boom, jump the broom. So that ring symbolizes that's something else that came along later, and that got other meaning to it, and that we just adopt as we do everything else, culturally. But Marley, let's get to the video.
The problem I don't understand. Well, I'm going to help you understand. Now, listen, you may not like this explanation, and this is not to validate anything. This is to help you see clearly why some men are moving so fast sexually. And again, I'm not saying they should, but one of the reasons why they do is
What
because
happened?
he doesn't want to get played. Now, I know that might have caught you off guard, but let me explain here. The reality is that for a lot of men, they've gone on dates and women have used them for free meals, for free entertainment. All right. She was just bored, so she took the date. And despite a lot of women, other women wanting to believe that, well, this type of stuff doesn't happen. It does. It happens all the time. A lot of women do not understand how many men have been burned in this situation. Now, some of you might be saying, well, what the hell's that got to do with sex? Well, here's the thing. For the man to know that this woman is actually serious about him, one of those ways or measuring sticks is by her willingness to be intimate with him. Because what other investment is she making that is equivalent to his investment that allows him to believe she's at least seriously or genuinely interested or attracted to this man? Now, again, I know some of you are saying, how the hell is sex an equivalent investment? Let me explain. I am not saying pound for pound, and just so I'm clear, his investment is money, okay? Because you're both giving time. He's giving his time to be there, you're giving your time to be there. So now what is the separating factor? He ends up, in most cases, spending money, all right? Which is why, let me just throw this in there, you have some men who will argue that the woman should pay her half on the first date. Why? Because he wants to know you're mutually invested. If you do that, that is another way some men are able to say, okay, she's just not here to use me and play me. But if you're not paying your own way, sex becomes the next thing, all right? Or for some men, the preferred, the preferred thing to use as an investment, because even though, again, I'm not saying it's equal pound for pound, it is equal in the sense of what each sex values, what each side values, in the sense that when a man goes on a date and he finds out, he spends money on a woman and it goes nowhere, it's very easy for him to feel used and disappointed and hurt
Stop
because
right
of
there,
how
Marley.
she used him for money.
Okay, I wanted to touch on some of the things that he was talking about. We're gonna pick up the video now. We got men and women on this panel, and I see my men out there in the audience. Good morning, Cassandra. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, everybody else that I can't see, and over here on Facebook. I'm trying to look at both things. Good morning to you all. Now, do you think what that man said has a ring of truth to it? You may not agree, but exactly, you may. I know some people like, oh, I don't agree with that, but I do. I totally agree. And I'm me raising a boy. I've seen my son get played for the exact same thing, and they're right. But I personally never did that to anyone. And I'm the type of person that we could go Dutch on the first date. If you ask me out, then you pay for the date because you're coming pursuing me. If we get in a conversation and we just say, you know what? Hey, let's go out. Then we going out. It got to be some stipulations on how you coming at me. To get that out the way. Because if you really like me, that's when you talk about sex, that's the immediate turn off. And you will get nothing because I feel that you're trying to play me at that time.
Even oh, I'm sorry. Molly, you was going to say something?
Nah. I was letting y'all know for some of y'all probably couldn't hear. The volume was down a little bit. I cut it up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I was gonna say, even if I'm invited out, I always bring money.
Exactly.
I'm gonna bring the tip. I'm gonna be able to pay for whatever I get. My biggest thing is, first of all, if I'm being taken out, I'm not gonna take advantage of you. I'm gonna eat just like I will be eating if I'm paying for myself. And also with I'm very big on the first date not having to be in an expensive place. You don't know me, I don't know you. So we can go somewhere where it's not expensive because the goal is to get to know if you're going to move past this particular date. This is just the entry conversation. So you shouldn't be spending hundreds upon hundreds of dollars on a person that you don't know. I suggest go to the park, go to get coffee, go to a deli, go somewhere where you're not going to empty your pockets out for some woman, or in some kids, some men do it too, but it's very common for women to use men for food. We like food, and we very manipulative. We can be manipulative to use people for food, and it ain't right. So men, gentlemen, listen to a lady. Do not take these women out on these extravagant dates. I don't care if you are a millionaire. Take her somewhere where you can sit and have a conversation, and doing that will not only test if she's there for you, it will show if you guys have any compatibility, if there's any way to move forward, and it'll also show if she just wants you for your money.
Go out for coffee. And
That's right.
another thing I want to add, men a lot of time thinking that go out means coming over your house. When a guy you know y'all exchange number, he was like, "Can I come over there? Can I come and see you?" What are y'all really asking when they say, "Can I come and see
You know
you?"
what they ask. They
But
want the food.
that's up to y'all to set that tone. That's up to y'all to set that tone. With the whatever energy that woman allows that man to give off, and she accepts, is what he's gonna keep playing off of. You know, men ain't gotta be you ain't gotta be a dirty dog, but they call men dogs for a reason. So when he start to, he in heat because you giving him signals that certain shit is okay to say, then that's your fault.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm like, again, I like to play devil's advocate because you know what? It's what we allow. It's what we allow, gentlemen. It's what you allow. If you're interested in a lady and you're inviting to take her out, then again, I maybe I'm old fashioned. Maybe I'm old fashioned because again, there was courting, there was dating, there was getting to know a person. And again, I love that Miley Cyrus song. I can buy myself flowers. I can hold my own hand. I can talk to myself for hours because I am my own best friend. But again, when I meet someone, I'm gonna, you know what? Screw the money. Time. When I meet someone, I'm investing the time, and because I'm spending the money to get to know you, that is an investment I'm making for myself and getting to know you, and hopefully future in us, depending on where this goes. And yes, everybody makes bad choices. Everybody makes bad investments. That's part of dating. Why did you say, why does Pat Benatar have that song, Love is a Battlefield? Because it's fun? Because people don't get hurt?
Well, dating love shouldn't come into dating anyway. I don't believe that we throw that L word out there too fast and too much, too loose and too fast. Keep that
Amen.
L off your tongue. Don't love may come years down the line later, but I'm dating. I'm getting to know you. It's called discovery.
Lust.
Okay,
It's
this
called
is a
lust.
whole new world for me and
It's
you.
that in.
Breezy, can I get an amen? Can the church say
Eon.
amen? This is
Amen.
discovery, buddy.
Amen.
Would y'all mind if I say something real quick?
Yes, Trey.
Okay, I think that this is a conversation. It's something I bring up pretty often about people not even paying attention. A man, number one, how I feel. I'm gonna speak on that because none of the men I don't think spoke upon or commented on that part yet. I know we got a recent comment about men that go into the situation open hearted, so they're not looking for a motive and don't have something behind it. But when it comes to dating, like Miss Reese was saying, the man is pursuing the woman. You do your manly part and you pay, but you can tell in conversation before that you get to the because you shouldn't have met her yesterday and you're already on a date tomorrow. So you had a little dialogue, a little time to see what she's like. See if she offers, see if she reaches for a purse, see if she reaches to pull out something. When you have a conversation, you know her intention. You know if she's the type that's gonna try to take you to ooh la la's and pay $500 for a plate, or y'all gonna be real and get that 2 for 30 or that 2 for 50 or whatever, and call it a night, have
Man,
drinks and
what?
all
We
that
sharing
on a
that
dime of less
appetizer.
than
Let's
eighty
go.
dollars together.
Yeah, and
That's
I
a
got
real
a
one. So
coupon.
Right, and I got a coupon. Look, I'm one of the members, so I can help you out, and we can go here instead of fucking around or messing around. Excuse my language, messing around with the other place that is not going to serve us no purpose. But pay attention. People are not
Yeah.
paying attention when they're dating. They're not courting really. They're hitting someone up on Facebook or somebody got a DM on Twitter, and that's my problem. Is this social media shit is involved? People need to, like she said, sit at Miss like Phoenix said, sit at the park. Get some air. It ain't hot outside. You ain't gonna burn up. Get y'all a little sandwich.
First
Have
of all,
y'all
Trey,
little,
don't be out
you
there
know.
showing off because you outside. Now I gotta go
Oh, look,
outside. You know
I,
it.
I
I'm
gotta
a,
show up the sun. You know I get my sunlight. But go ahead, Miss Reese. I'm sorry. That's all
But
I wanted to say. Though. Pay
I was
attention.
just saying, I do agree. And women, keep the men out your house because they always say, "Oh, I'll come back." No, let's meet at
yeah,
Starbucks. Let's get a cup of
hang on,
coffee.
hang on.
Yes, yeah.
In all fairness, ladies and gentlemen, COVID changed dating. COVID changed dating. So when you're saying keep the men and ladies out of your house,
This was
if
before
you
COVID.
no, no, no. But again, this is now post dating. This is post dating. Even before we could talk about before, but what are we doing now? What are we doing now? What's happening
Not
now?
wearing a damn mask. I know that. So COVID
COVID,
Like
pretty old,
that.
COVID
man.
was
Go ahead.
Like
virtual
that.
dating.
Hang on.
I've
I
seen
know.
you
No, no,
go
no. I
virtual.
dated. I no, no,
Talking
no,
about
no. Stop, stop, stop. I dated during COVID. I dated and went out during COVID, and you couldn't go out, so you had to invite people over to your houses to get to know one another. And the
no.
intentions one, yes. Don't tell me no. I was dating. I
I was
wanted to
dating
meet
too,
people,
Michelle, and I'm gonna
but
disagree
again, I
because
was meeting people.
I was
I
dating
like
before
meeting
COVID,
people.
and they still want
But
to come
again,
over.
right. But again, I'm saying I think now it's made it a little bit more of a convenient excuse. Now, yes, we're getting back out there. Now, I'm not going to have anybody coming over my house anymore to hang out with me. They got to meet me at a park. They got to take me out for coffee, or they could fucking take me to McDonald's for all I care.
COVID never changed nothing for me and the circle of
For you,
people that I know
but
because you still wasn't coming over to my house. If anything, COVID made it sure that you wasn't
Still wasn't
coming to my house
coming to
because if
the
you
house.
ain't been around me in my circle, you knew why am
oh
I
yeah,
going to introduce you new to my
yeah.
environment? COVID was like, no, we're going to sit on the line, we're going to virtual FaceTime, and
I,
then when
I'm
we
not a
do,
virtual person.
we'll meet
Look at
out.
Marty's question. Oh, she do. She go off.
I
She
was
don't
just
play.
getting ready to say that. Molly said, "Why we act like sex is something that men only look forward to,
I was
and
for it.
not the woman." Most women I dated brought up sex first. Now that is a big thing, and I'm gonna tell you because men's first intention, the first thing that men see is the physical. But we both see physical because how do we know if we are attracted to the man? We see him first. We don't stick there. We don't stay there. But you see
Mm,
each other first. Women are very sexual. We have to hide it because if we show out how much we like sex, we can be considered a hoe. Men
mm,
have to hide or tiptoe around the conversation of sex because if not, they can be considered a creep or they can get in trouble for those behaviors. It's so wild how men have to kind of stand off a little bit because every little thing, and with the
yeah,
Me Too movement, every little thing is a problem, sexual harassment. But women can be very, very Me Too-ish on men,
mm,
and because they don't get in trouble,
Right.
because they're
yeah,
not called out, they're more aggressive. We're more aggressive. And it's not fair. But yeah, I like sex. Who doesn't
mm.
like sex? I'm not gonna
Yeah.
I
bring it
do.
up first because
Yeah.
I'm a
I ain't gonna.
lady,
Yeah.
but when the
Hey.
doors
Right.
close, that's my business. You know what I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I,
want to take a poll and bring it back to Michelle's question
but,
because me and my bestie right now we're debating. She's
but, what we debating, boo?
she
Uh
done went
she,
out. I
she
think she
froze
was
up a
talking about
little
the
bit.
fact about the house and how you were
Yeah.
dating during
even
COVID.
be, even
Well, I,
before COVID, men were still trying to come over. That was a regular. COVID didn't change nothing, as far as inviting people in and out because COVID kept people away because you had COVID.
I
I'm
don't
not.
know.
You had to keep distance. So yeah,
I
that
went
made it
out
even better for us to go to the park or go out to talk. But when you come into my house, I'm inviting you in my dome, and we
yeah,
wasn't doing that.
for the most part, though, but like I'm just saying, from my experience,
Let's take a poll. Louisa,
when I,
Trey,
but what I'm saying, before my experience, I always went out. Before like we got locked down, I was going out. I wasn't staying home. And again, I like virtual, but I'm a touchy feely person. I like meeting people in person. I like looking you in the eye. I like feeling the vibes. And again, virtually you get a piece of that. So that's why I'm saying for me, how I adjusted my dating pattern when we were locked down. I was
Good
more
morning,
willing to
Alan.
have people come over and hang out, or I would go to their house. Again, it was for me. That's how I managed COVID because I still wanted to have a connection to people. I still wanted to meet a friend. I wanted to have a companion through COVID. And again, most of my plans blow up in my face. So again, this is why now Michelle is taking a time out with Althea. We're going to work on girl time, and it's all about girl love and me love at this moment in
Okay,
time.
let me read these comments because Sugar Mama over here
Okay.
got me cracking up.
Oh yeah, that's my friend. That's our friend Ashley. She watching the joint.
Okay, hi
Hey,
Ashley.
Ashley.
Thank you for tuning. Oh, Molly, I just seen good show. Thank you. He said, let's go. Cassandra said, Good morning."
Good
Hey,
morning. Good
She
morning, Miss
said,
Cassandra.
she was commenting on earlier. She said, "Most definitely because the sex will eventually die as you get older." Michael said, "Michelle, you on point. That's real talk." He also said his opinion is his opinion. Other people might think different. Some men go open hearted.
Yeah.
Latrice said, "Good morning, Reese. Good morning, everyone."
Good
Uh,
morning. Good morning.
Sugar Mama said, "That's definitely me." Molly said, "Okay, we talked about that." Misha said, "No dating from my house in the beginning." Hey,
that's right.
Misha. Sugar Mama said, "When the doors close, I turn into Buddy Love." Alan said,
Hey,
"Blessings
shit.
tribe." Hi,
That's my
Alan.
bitch right there, y'all. Shit.
Yeah, and Molly said, "If you wasn't living and doing the same things when COVID hit, then things changed for you."
Yeah.
Alan said, "Do y'all order meat lovers pieces at girls' night?" Alan, don't you start it.
Oh, stop that shit,
No, but you know
Stanley.
what? During quote unquote the shutdown,
Yeah.
I still did what I would normally do. I
I
went
did.
Mhm.
outside. I did because for one, it's a virus. I know it's contagious, but I'm not going to live my life in fear because fear gets you sick faster than anything else out here
Oh,
in this world.
yes. Yes.
I still went out. I went did my shows. We went to the studio. It's just different things. Of course, I was careful, but I did not seclude myself just to stay in my house when I had things to do. I did not put that fear in my children because I did not want them to go into what media is going to
Yes.
have people that I'm not big on that. So I'm
Right.
not going to go into that side, but I live my life normally. So if I was dating,
Mm-hmm.
if I was dating, I would probably still go out, but I would be outside or something like that.
You
Yes.
still
Yes.
going
I'm
to have
not
coffee,
yeah,
and you
yeah, you're
still
gonna
going
have
to
yeah,
hit the
exactly.
club.
We gonna do what we gonna do. But the fact of the matter is, I don't give a damn about none of that. COVID or not.
Yeah.
Don't spend all your money on that first date. And if even
And don't
still,
come to my house
go
on that
Dutch.
first date.
Don't go to nobody's house. Shouldn't be at nobody's house on the first day because that means they want to have sex. And
That's
you
what the
you
new
shouldn't be
generation calls a simp. They call it
A
simp.
what?
SIMP, a simp.
yeah. But
Yes,
but
sir.
that's how it was back in the day. Men would take you out and they will pay. But the thing is, you still should have money to pay. If he's not paying, pay the tip. Ain't nothing wrong with paying the tip. I'll pay the tip. Oh, I'll pay. I will take you out. I have no problem because if I really like you and I'm really into you, I'm going to show you. You're going to know that I like you. I will make up. You do the initial date. After that, oh,
But
I'll invite you. Hey, I got tickets to such and such. Would you like to go? I bought us tickets here. Hey, let's go do this, and we'll take turns. I have no problem paying
Right.
because why not? He doesn't have to pay everything. I don't care if he was rich. I would still say, hey, I bought these tickets, or hey, let's go out. I'm going to treat you. Oh, let me send you
that's
this money for
right.
lunch. I'm one of those girls. So
Yeah.
Now, Miss
Let's
Phoenix,
have
I got a
fun.
question for you. I got a quick question. I wanted to know. I mean, obviously, we got new changes. We got social media, things that we didn't have. So a lot of courting, a lot of dating, all of that has changed. So I understand why the foundation of a lot that goes on is the way it is. But why is it that? Because back in the day, like you said, I'm going off what you said. Back in the day, a man did all of those things. He did all of those things, and he knew that he wasn't. He was walking her to her door and going about his business, going home or whatever the hell he did. So how do we revert? How do we go from a man not knowing he wants it, but not planning and expecting not to get it until the woman is even ready to reach that point, let alone marriage and all of that. But how do we get from there to now where that's the goal? That's what like you said, like Miss Reese said, the first night You take her out the ooh la la to spend $200, and you think that you win. You getting the
First
pie
and foremost,
when you get home.
if I take somebody to ooh la la, I'm getting the dangling at the end. I'm telling you right now. Date means dick at the end. Okay,
Anyway,
so I'm gonna tell you right
you
now. If I'm
accepted
about to
that
sit
break.
here and spend
That
$200 and
accepted break.
$300 at a damn restaurant, I'm gonna expect something at the end too. So I'm not surprised.
So that's what the man expect. But on the same token
I
of
don't
what you were
think they
saying, Trey,
expect it though. Are we assuming they expect it? I mean, again,
No, they
we're
may not expect it, but it's like,
Shit, they tell you they want it.
maybe.
What
But
kind
the
of
thing
candy?
is, I'm not spending bill money and not getting no wang at the end of the date. You gonna give
amen.
me something, nigga. So
No
what
way,
makes you
no
think
tang.
what makes you think that he may not expect, just like I may not expect it, but if you feel comfortable enough to spend my money,
Yeah,
Exactly.
you're gonna feel comfortable enough to give me some dancing. Well, if
I
you
feel
feel
that though.
comfortable enough to spend his money, you better be comfortable enough to give us some coochie.
I feel
Yeah.
that though.
And,
It's
and
a
again, the
even,
times
it's a
that I
fair
Feel
have,
like that,
exchange.
man.
yeah, you guys
Now,
are
Miss,
right. The times that I haven't, I went Dutch with someone. The times that I wasn't feeling it, that I was going out, I was more. I took out my
And that's
card
what you should
and
do.
got there.
yeah,
Before
that's
you
what
check
you
out
should
there, I
do.
take it out. I'm like, it's okay, we'll split it.
now
Now,
I did. So, Miss Reese, real quick, I'm gonna let you. I'm sorry, but I did somewhere
I
along the
want to
line.
answer
I
your
do want
first question. You never got
to.
your
Okay.
first question answered because Phoenix went off on something else. You wanted
Oh,
to
okay.
know
I'm
how did we
sorry.
get from there to now, and I blame women because we set the tone for all of this. So back then, you walked me to the door. You was a gentleman. You was expected.
Mm-hmm.
But now women are especially these girls. I can open my own door. I can get in. You ain't got to walk me to my door. Let a man be a man. Let a gentleman
What's
be a
wrong with
man.
being a strong, independent woman?
I blame women. That's how we got from
And
there.
There's
she,
nothing wrong with being strong and independent, but when you are with a man,
That's
that is
right.
Mm-hmm.
not your place. And I
Mm-hmm.
agree, Reese. We
Yeah.
did that. We did a lot of things. Why is it men so comfortable with scrolling and seeing ads? Because we showing ads. We
Yeah.
changed that tone. And Reese is absolutely right. And I always say we need to get back to being ladies. We need to get back to
yeah.
being ladies so men can get back to being gentlemen. And there are a lot of gentlemen, but they don't have to do that. They don't have to walk in that if we're not showing them that we're ladies. What man gonna sit here and do? I mean, come on, it doesn't make sense. Like you said, we set the tone. I am not having sex with you tonight.
Yeah.
But that conversation should be had before you even go out. Look, you're cute, you're handsome. I appreciate the gesture. I need you to understand that if we're going out, we're just going out to get to know each other. I will not offer up of my body tonight, sweetheart. Matter of fact, we're gonna go half and half, and we can have a most wonderful conversation. If you take the sex off the table, it kind of drops the stress.
Yeah.
Take this, and you might actually get to know the person you're with, and might actually like them.
Yeah. No, that's a good point because that's how I always approach like my dating. Again, I'm basically a man most of the time. I'm after one thing and one thing only because that's how I used to unwind and decompress. You see, she knows, my girl knows me. But now but again now at 45 and having gone through some stuff, I realized that leading on the sex foot gets me kicked in the ass, gets me kicked in the place I don't like getting kicked in, let's just say. So again, it's time for me to take a step back. And like you said, it's okay to be a sexy woman the way I am, but it's I'm a lady. I am still a lady, and let's not forget that. And I know how to be kind and generous to
How you
a
doing?
man, not a boy.
Yeah,
Now,
but then yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
can I say one thing real quick? I
Real quick.
before we get that, I know before we get done, I did submit some questions for y'all. I
Wait,
looked
no,
up on Google.
we got a rest of the video, Trey. Hold the question because we got
Yeah,
the
no, no,
other
no,
part of the
no. I'm
video.
saying that I was saying if Molly just puts it up when we get done. I'm saying towards the end. This is just some questions just for y'all related to today.
Okay.
Okay. Let's finish the rest of the tape, Molly, so we can comment some more. This is good, y'all. This is good.
That's a good one.
It's not even all men. I took an hour out my day to be there. A lot of times it's if he spent a lot of money on her, that can be what hurts him and makes him feel used. For women, a lot of times it could be you slept with him, nothing came out of it, and now that's what made you feel used. So again, I want to make clear, I'm not saying they're actually equal pound for pound. I know I keep repeating that. But what I am saying is that what is important to that man and viewed as his investment is the money. He's viewing your willingness to be intimate with him as a counter investment, so to speak. And so a quick story I want to give is there was a guy who went out. Actually, matter of fact, it's from a TV show. So I was watching Family Guy. There's an episode of Family Guy. All right. And for those of you who don't know, one of the characters is a dog named Brian. All right. And Brian goes on a date with this woman. Now, please don't hold me to the fact a dog is dating a woman. It's a cartoon. All right. Just work with me here. If you've seen the cartoon, you get it. But Brian goes on a date with this woman. He really likes the woman, right? And another character, Stewie, tells Brian, how about you don't try to have sex with her so fast? Like, you always move too fast with these women. Take your time. So Brian takes his time. He doesn't make a move. He waits several days, doesn't make a move. By date whatever, he's coming home one day and passes by a car, and the girl that he was going to date with is having sex with another character on the show named Cleveland. Okay, so, and he's like, what the hell? I was trying to respect you. I was trying to be patient. And what did she say? Well, I thought you weren't interested. You never made a move. Which is another fear some men have, that some men have faced, that not making a move, not at least even making an attempt, can sometimes be viewed as he's not actually interested like that. And again, for some of you ladies, you may say that's ridiculous, but I'm telling you, I have heard it, I have seen it. Men going through situations where the woman said, well, not only will they question how serious this man is or how genuinely interested he is, they'll even question his sexuality when he doesn't make a move. So there's a lot of things confusing or getting in the heads of some of these men that cause them to feel like, okay, I've got to try something as early as possible to establish, one, that, I'm a man and only to question his sexuality, that, don't to not mistake that he's not genuinely interested and romantically interested specifically in the woman. But again, to also see is her willingness to engage an affirmation to him that, okay, she is genuinely interested in me. Because you can say the words, talking on the phone doesn't do it for him. And again, other than spending money yourself, sex becomes that thing. So I kind of rambled on, but I hope you get the point. And I want to say one more time, I'm not excusing it, validating it, saying it's the right way. I'm explaining one of the reasons why men try to have sex so soon. Hey, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to check.
Hold on, Reese, before we get into it, do you mind if I read the comment?
Yes, please. I was going to ask that too.
Okay, so the last comment. Okay, so Ashley said, Grand Rising. Alan said the shutdown took a business class. He opened 3 businesses, revamped his graphic brand, and got his LLC. Go ahead, Alan. Latrice said, Dad always say, make a man date you. Don't start in your home for a date. The man probably won't take you out. Make him prove himself to you, old school style. That's right. Molly said, COVID only stopped the ones who was programmed to follow and not lead. Alan said, I would rather do something outdoors around nature, like a fair, picnic, lake. It shows me your personality. I like to have fun and enjoy outdoors and be unique to leave an impression. Alan, you my cousin for real. Like, that's for real. I know that's your cousin. He's my honorary cousin, okay? Latrice laughed and put the eggplant. But man, I ain't taking you out. Ashley said, I'm looking at you like Nate from Set It Off after I spent $200 because now you're in a bind. Ashley, that's true.
I know, I'm in a bind, Nate.
Yeah, Latrice said, bring back the old school dating, courting with a purpose. Yep. Butterman said, let a fuck be a fuck, yeah. Molly said, nightcap, told it all, yep. Alan said,
nightcap.
Yeah, but see, that was a conversation. Alan said, I'm a chef, so going out to eat is not my thing. I criticize the food too much. I'd rather keep it simple. some drinks at a nice park, talking and getting to know each other. Going to a
But you
restaurant
can't be
can
the
match.
chef. That'd be one of the look. That's one of the reasons to be. That's one of the only reasons you might actually show up to his house because you know he a chef and he can
Exactly,
actually do it. So that's
exactly.
But
it's
baby,
a
he can
He
take you.
said, well, he
He can
said,
take
go.
you on a gourmet picnic. Okay.
Exactly. Thank you. Going to a restaurant can match conversation and vibes. I want to mentally know you. Yep. Latrice said, yes, Ree, I'm guilty of it too. Alan said, them boobs attract all men. Alan said, damn trade, that damn trade. Michelle said, man, boy. I mean, Latrice said, man, boy, Michelle. Latrice said she loves Steven. And Tony Gaston is good too. Alan said, that's why I'm not spending no bag and I just met you. I will, however, give you a memorable first date. I want to get to know you mentally. If we can't connect mentally, I won't even want to smash facts. Molly
yeah.
said,
That's
exactly,
what.
that's what I was saying. And Alan said, today's women want to be chased and lured instead of genuinely getting to know someone. They'd rather know your financial and materialistic wealth. And that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But look at how that's what's being shown on social media. If he ain't got the bag, if he ain't got this, I'm not gonna tell you how much I got in the bank when I first met you.
Yeah.
That
No.
ain't none of your
Yeah.
damn business.
We're not talking about that.
So I wouldn't expect a man to tell me. I didn't even know how much my boo was making because I didn't care.
Right.
And I known him for years.
Right.
So that ain't my business. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter to me. You can
It
take care
ain't
of yourself.
it ain't my business until you say, well, you can take care of yourself. Because if I got a boo and he's certainly, you got a couple of dollars here and there, I'm going to question why you asking me for something. And this get back to what my bestie, my sister, Misha married. She has a saying, and I adopted this saying: if you ask me for nothing, I will give you everything. You know what I'm saying? Because we tend to look, we meet the need when we in love. When a woman is in love, I don't know if a man do the same thing. We look and we see, oh, and we always think, oh, my boo need this or my boo need that, and we will ask, we would be a real, not a little girl playing,
Yeah,
but a real
but
woman. We meet
but
the
men want you to ask them for things when you're their woman, not
no,
just
I'm
when
talking
you're
about
just
not them.
no,
We
I
would
know,
be meeting for
I
them.
know. He's talking about
Like,
how
you
much your light
okay?
skin ass making. He's talking, but when you're with a man, they want you to ask, and that was very hard for me because I grew up not
Independent.
being able to depend on the men in my life. So I
Mm,
had to do it myself. So it's very
mm.
hard for me to ask. I'm learning now. And it don't even have to be for money. I could be like, hey, babe, can you put this up for me? Or can you do this? It's hard for me. Let me say past tense. It was hard for me to do that because I'm so
Good
used
answer.
to having to do it on my own. And that's something that I've been working on because I want to drop that part of myself because that means that I'm working on trusting that you're going to be there and do for me.
I do the same thing, but we have to, when we are in presence of a man, we have to let them be a man. Because they open the door, I got it. No, 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 no. If he opened the door, thank you, I appreciate that, and vice versa. But we always I got this myself. I'm used to taking the
Exactly.
groceries out
Exactly.
the car myself. My friend used to grab all my groceries at one time and take them in. I said, oh, thank you. Because if you see what I mean, we got to watch each other and we meet the needs. If you see me struggling, help me. If I see you struggling, I'm going to help you. That's us paying attention to each other. And that's what the relationship is. We looking and we listening. We trying to
Yes,
get to know
Trayvon.
that person.
You got
You
to
know,
jump in like double dutch on here.
Yeah, no. My friend next to me was asking me, what about a situation when a man has was doing a woman right and never cheated on her, but she cheated on him, and still wants to and come back to the situation, and came back and still wants to be in a situation
Oh,
where
she
he's like,
came back because she knows she messed up and she know you was doing right. Don't let her come back.
that's on
yeah,
that man.
yeah,
Sometimes people get a
take
second
it back.
chance. Sometimes people do make mistakes, but that's on that man and that severity of that relationship. Can you ever trust her again? If
And
not,
that's very
then you
hard for
just
me.
wasting time. But if you feel that you could trust her, that she changed, that she has been vindicated, because some people change. Some
Yeah,
cheaters, people
you
do
fucked too
really
much up
do
for me.
change because we mess up, we make mistakes. So, first time, shame on them. Second time, shame on me. Is that how you say it?
Don't let
So,
her come back till you see the
see a
change.
change.
You got to see a change. And while you're waiting for her to
Yeah,
change, you change and grow and mature.
That's
And then
right.
by the time y'all get together, if y'all don't mess, then bye. Anybody got time for these games? These people play too damn much.
That part.
Let me go into these comments. Hold on, they funny. Alan ass is crazy. He talking about Latrice said, "Preach, Reed." Alan said, "Yeah, I asked my wife for $5 every week just to keep her on her toes." You crazy. He talking about, "I'm here for you, new cuz. We golden out here." Yep, shining.
That's
Latrice
yellow
said,
love.
Latrice said he should let her go. Yep. And Alan said, "I don't even let my wife do trash, y'all work bags or whatever. I open doors, cook for her, make bath water, massage the whole nine. She treats me like a king and I treat her like a queen. She don't have to ask, and a hint will send me to, hey, look, Alan, let me tell you something. See, this is the problem. This is the problem because we take care of our people.
Yeah.
And you can be with people who don't appreciate it, and it makes you feel like crap because you really want to care for them. I used to do that stuff too. I used to do the same thing, running water. I did all that stuff because if I love you, you're going to know it.
That's
And
right.
and cheating is not a mistake. No, it's a choice. And even for those that I have cheated before, and though at that time when I did it, I was, looking for whatever I was looking for. I chose to do it, and I was wrong. I
You
would
made
never
the
do it
mistake.
again. But I chose. I didn't have to. I could have left. I could have said, you know what,
That's
this is
what
wrong. Da, da,
mistakes
da.
are.
You
We
know,
chose the wrong thing. That's what a mistake
yeah.
is. We chose the
But
wrong
again,
thing. We
yeah,
always got choice.
you can, and you also can fix it, and you can change yourself to not do it again. I didn't do it again. But the fact of the
Right.
matter is, I did it. So
And
Alan, both y'all
I'm
light
looking for
skinned.
somebody
I ain't
to
no
help
damn
me out.
gigolo,
Right.
Alan.
Both y'all light skinned, so what that mean?
They it's jig a hole, Alan, jig a hole. But
I did submit one of the questions related to today. If
say
of
it,
one of
Trayvon.
the,
Say it. What's the question, Trayvon? I ain't
I
gonna read
can't.
it. You
That's
say
oh
it.
no, I know. That's why I was wondering if Molly could put it up or something like that and show it because I can't remember the questions off. I don't have my other phone with me, but
Oh, okay.
Trey,
it was
how
just
you going to
But
submit
hold on, let
questions
me
but don't know
see.
what you submitted?
Molly said some people can do all these things and still cheat. That's true. That is true. I hadn't cheated when all that happened, but um that's true. You can treat people so well and they still take what you have, keep it, and go do what they want to do.
yeah,
And this
that
is
part.
how you know that, and this is going back to the engagement. This is how you know when a person is not ready because they're not changing their ways, and that will constitute to a no. But I was in my marriage when that. Let me see. Can I see the question? Do you think about other things during sex besides sex?
Yeah, that's one of the questions that I submitted that I thought would be
That
good to
is
hear. But
funny. That's a good question.
Oh, you gonna answer it truthfully?
Yeah, nope, I don't. I used to. I used to think
I
about.
did.
I
I
used to
did.
think about like, oh crap, I need to, I gotta cook or I need to do this. But
I
see
think
that,
about
yeah,
dinner and
but
shit.
because I was a mom, a wife. I got, I used to work, so my mind, but then I had to learn that because my mind is racing, I can't enjoy the sex. So
Yeah,
once I
Right.
true.
learned how to cut my mind off, oh, that changed.
That's that's me too because in the doing the act, I mean, all these questions going on in my head. I can't, like you said, Weez. I can't enjoy what's actually happening. I'm looking at the ceiling. Ooh, I gotta. Ooh, dust webs. Ooh, I hope this or whatever. Or he
Now
touched that
close them
rolling
eyes,
door. Or
close
this.
them eyes.
It's just
Shoot.
it's too. It's. I used to be like that. Used to. I'm matured now.
Alan, hold on. Alan,
Look,
I am going to fight
Alan
you
cutting up
when
for
I
real.
see you. Okay. I am
Alan
not a
cutting up for real.
cheater.
Wait
I
a minute.
have cheated and I don't or did not do that again. Come on, you can
Oh, you
tell by
say you
my
can tell
forehead.
by
I
my
must.
forehead that you cheat. Weezy, you hear what he said?
Alan, play to that. Now, I know we ain't talking about forehead, dude. Okay. You got a full and a whole bald head. Anyway, he's so proud. I'm gonna fight you. He said, that's some trash D if you thinking about a pot roast for Sunday.
Yeah, I don't think it's that great.
Butterman said, I think of hitting every wall in there and her different faces she makes. But see, I would let me tell you something. I was under a lot of stress. So it was, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to do this, I need to do that. Not saying it wasn't good because it was, but I had to learn to. Yeah, in my mind, I was like, shit. Okay, what we gonna get? But once I stopped thinking, I had my first orgasm. When you allow yourself to actually stay in that moment, and guess what? It was an accident. I accidentally had an orgasm. Well, it wasn't that. Shut up. It was like it was so unexpected. It was so unexpected.
It do be like that though. It do be like
The
that
first
though.
time it happened, and I think I was close to my 30s when that first time happened.
I was 28 when I got my first one because I got it written down, got the whole story, and I'm gonna release that book later. But
Yeah, I might have been about that age too, 27, 28. But after that time, it never happened again until I got into my later 30s and I started exploring myself.
Well, I don't touch myself.
So is the man not doing his job? Because I just don't understand. Like
no, it's not that. It's not that. No, because you come all the time. Oh, I came all the time. I came all the time. Orgasm is different from coming.
That's what.
So,
yeah, that part is true.
So
you ejaculating? Are you having a female orgasm? This is Dr. Ruth Westheimer, sexually speaking. Are you
it's hard to have an orgasm when you're thinking about laundry and Tide Pods. True.
Yeah.
And also when you don't know your body, when you don't know your body, because you can be into the sex, but if you don't know your body, if you don't know how to express what feels good, if you don't know how to talk during it, hey baby, stay right there. If you don't do any of that, it's going to be a little bit hard to achieve an orgasm. Somebody once told me, which makes a lot of sense to me, it is your responsibility to get that orgasm.
Molly, if we do have time for another question, pop up another question if you can.
Yeah, this is Freaky Friday, Molly. We're gonna go a little over. It's one of them days, Molly.
Does it actually feel better the sex actually feel better without a condom? Oh, have you ever faked an orgasm? Oh, that's a good question.
Okay, yeah, we fake orgasm. I can fake one right there. I mean, I use that all the time. You be like, hold that.
I've never faked one. I've never faked one.
Men really can't though, because you see the evidence. So the man can't really.
A man can.
You ain't gonna fake coming. If when you come, you come.
We gonna hurry up and pluck that motherfucking
you can though. I've heard men say they fake came just to get over with. I've heard that. I don't know. Apparently, the woman wasn't paying attention. Like, she wasn't really into you. Anyway.
She wasn't looking because you.
Alan said, "Damn, 30. I will pray for you. 30 years of depression can be hard. I have never not made a woman have an orgasm. I was 16 dating 26-year-olds. I got advanced. But see, okay. Let me tell you. I started having sex at 16 with my ex-husband. So most of my sexual experience was with him. So we had to learn, certain things, and I did not know. I'm not sure why it took so long for me to have an orgasm, but I was coming.
Look
the
at
sex
Alan.
was good. What did he say?
Alan ass up.
He said
Fry
he
Alan
faked.
ass right on up.
He said I did it before Trey started rapping. But I've never faked it, but now because women fake orgasms all the time, but they just don't talk. But I've never faked. I've never faked an orgasm. Never. One, you can't fake something that you never had.
You never had, so you don't know what it's like.
So, but once I started having them, I couldn't fake it because I was having them.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, I feel that.
Wait a minute, I saw Molly Sex comment about sex without a condom. Trey, you see what your big brother said?
Yeah, I'm already a straight curving his ass. Him and Alan, both of them. I'm curving both of them. But nah, I think that's accurate. Yeah, it does. But that's when you.
Talking about he fake sleep to not have sex. I'm gonna fight you.
Come on, y'all, keep on top of the reading.
Okay, the question: do you think it's actually acceptable?
The panel. Wait a minute. The people out there saying something.
Yeah, I was reading it.
Yeah, she reading it.
I was reading it. He said I fake sleep to avoid sex, fake orgasm. That's Alan ass. Aya said women fake orgasms all the time, but just don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Molly is cracking up.
Latrice Miss Latrice was saying that a whole bunch of talking turns her off.
Oh, what she did?
Doing
She
sex?
said.
Yeah,
Oh
she
yeah,
said
too much
everybody was
talking
wrong when
turns
he was
me
talking.
off. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true. That's true.
yeah.
If you talk too much, my brain is gone. Because first of all, I'm trying to hear what you're saying, and if I
But that
quit
don't
hearing
keep
what you're
you in the
saying,
shit. That don't keep
uh,
you like in the mix,
no,
you know.
no, it
It depends on
talking
what
back
you're
and it
saying.
depends because I've had somebody just talk, and I'm like, shut the up because
Yeah,
I
not
can't
filing taxes
concentrate.
and shit. Y'all
No, but no,
exchanging
no, not
financial.
that. It's nothing wrong with trash talking during sex. But if
Yeah.
you're just if you're talking and I can't respond because I'm trying to get in the mix and you're not doing what you're supposed to do because you're talking too much, that's a problem.
Like for
Right now.
example, I'm gonna give you an example, Trey. Wheezy, I'm the guy, Wheezy. You be the girl. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
baby. You like this? You like that? Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Who dick is this? Who dick is this? Who's this?
Mm-hmm.
Who's this? Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Am I hitting that
Mm-hmm.
spot? Am
All
I
right, shut
hitting?
up,
Am I
shut up,
working?
shut,
Am I
shut,
working?
shut,
Am I
shut up,
working?
shut up,
Who's
shut
is it?
up,
Who
shut
is
Right.
up.
it?
But he know he's not
Exactly.
there. He
And we be
know he's
like,
not.
nigga, you
Yeah,
ain't even got the condom on yet. Well, shut up.
yeah,
He know he's not there. And your body is gonna show what the fuck you feeling like. You can't fake that
exactly. The
Man,
bullshit.
I
thing
had a
is,
boyfriend now. He was my
mm-mm.
boyfriend. This is why I'm not all big about sex. I could be in a relationship and don't trip off of sex. We were intimate. I caught a damn Charlie horse couldn't run the run
Oh
a hit.
my
And
god.
I said, ho.
Oh
He said, he
shoot.
gonna have the nerve to say, baby, am I hurting you? I said, shit, I wish you would.
Look, I done caught a Charlie horse doing sex too. You know what I do? I
Oh
stretch
my
that leg
god.
out. We gonna keep going because I
Yeah,
ain't got time for this.
yeah, but he thought it was him making me scream. You
That
ain't
is
never heard me
hilarious. Reese,
scream
you are
in
cutthroat. Talking
all of
about
the
I
two
wish you
minutes.
would.
You gotta drink water before track meet. Why you ain't doing it before this? That's what's wrong with you. That's
Look
what's
on, get
wrong
them
with you.
leg stretches and squats. And
Yeah, and all that. Don't be
Alan
afraid
said,
to, stretch it out
look at
real quick.
him.
That's what you gotta do.
Alan said, hell yeah, sex is better without a condom and you can touch things better. It's like trying to peel an orange with a mitten. Taking the mitten
No, that's
off
not
and it's better
true.
to
Women, we
Right
don't
now.
look.
know.
I just
We
finished
don't.
eating an orange, so I know.
We just know
Right.
your actions. But for a woman, the condom without the condom ain't no different. The only way we know that you ain't got no condom on is when you start doing it. Nigga, get up. Wait a minute. I gave you a condom. What is you doing? And that has happened. Like, get off me. Get off me.
Hold on.
I done gave you a condom. You put the condom on. But then you started off regular, and all of a sudden you getting all, I'm like, oh, then I had to go, oh, wait a minute, where the condom?
Oh shit.
Oh Lord, you
And then
got to
sometimes the
leave.
condom
You
come
got
off.
to go. Cause you playing too much. Latrice said,
Yeah.
whose is it?
No.
And
It's
she said, damn,
yours.
shut the hell up. Alan said, is it okay? Is it okay to ask somebody, do they feel like cheating today? What, Alan?
If it's that bad, make an arrangement.
Butterman, right. Butterman said, Charlie Horse, laugh out loud, you wasn't ready. Aya said, nothing worse than a quiet man in bed. Right.
Oh my
You
god.
don't want nobody reading you a book, but you don't want
Right.
him sitting here looking like you crazy either. And
That's right.
Latrice said, y'all nasty. Alan
Yes,
said,
we all nasty. You too, Latrice.
Alan said, if I get a Charlie horse, then it's time for head until it works out. Got to keep him up,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, you gotta stretch that leg,
Yeah, you do. You got to stop and help. I stopped. We've stopped. I've massaged the leg, rub it, warm it up, hey, walk around for a second. We're gonna figure it
Right.
out because we're not
When you
Walk
done.
it
walk
on.
around, you don't have to walk around. Give me your leg. Pump that leg. Break it
Yeah,
up.
let me rub it. We're gonna look, we're
Some
gonna go
blood
into
out.
the football
I
because
know
I
how
used
to
to play
massage
football. We're gonna go into the football, stretching them hamstrings.
That's
We ain't got
right.
time. Let's go.
I used to take a
Show
class.
ass
Look,
up.
I know how to massage them knots right on out. Don't you go nowhere. Here, put your leg here.
Or
Yeah.
or you just flip over and you ride. I mean, there are ways to get over some Charlie horses
There's
now.
alternatives in this
You
world.
got
You
to
Okay.
let's
ride
go
and
on
lay
outside.
back and
Let's go on the
massage your
Look,
side.
leg.
Maybe it's different.
But
you
I
know.
rub your leg while I reverse cowgirl, but we ain't about
that's
to
Right.
stop.
right.
I'll just
Let's
lay
get
there
it.
and let you do.
Cause you was getting good now. Don't you got to stay in the motion.
Don't fuck it
Just
up,
come
right?
on.
Don't yeah.
Just
Don't
hold on.
put
Let me
that
go get you
yeah.
some water real quick because we got to get this going.
Yeah.
But what else
Yeah.
in this comment?
And I know a big girl, so you not to put all the weight on the man after he had Charlie horse. We do a squat and bounce. You know that dance like good
Okay.
knees. We down there
Okay.
squatting and bouncing. And if you
Yeah.
can't squat
Shoot.
and bounce, put your
Oh,
one
hold
leg
on.
on the
Butterman got
floor.
a good question, but I'm gonna read these other questions before. I mean, read these other stuff. Aya said, men that are quiet are usually Minutemen. Oh, Alan
Yeah, we
said
gotta focus on not being done.
Alan, yo, I'm gonna hit you when I see you. He talking some she top 10 nasty, them forehead golden girls be legit. Latrice said he better walk it off. Look, Butterman
Don't get him out
said,
of bed. Don't let him walk off.
Marley, you part of this panel, talking about some panel of freaks. Alan said, damn, cuz you nasty to my ears, I've really been affected. Butterman asked 2 questions. 1, do men get away with the B word in bed? And 2,
Yeah, hell yeah.
is there a thing of too much dick in you? First of all, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Wait a minute. Break that question down. Do men get away with the B word in bed?
Yeah, do they get away with it?
It depends on how they said and what they doing, what they putting down. Because
I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't care how good it is. Don't call me no bitch. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Because I'll stop the train. I will stop the train. Who are you talking to? No, you can call hey, don't call me no bitch. I don't know what it is.
Some people you gotta know your partner. Some people
yeah,
like
exactly.
To role play, and some
we
people
can role play. Just don't call me no bitch because that's gonna trigger something in me, and I might be like, what?
Who you calling the bitch? No. You and
I don't care how good it gets. We could be both toes curling, fingers curling, elbows clenching. We could be going into paraplegic mode. Do not call me out my name because all that's gonna fly away, and I'm gonna be like, oh, get the fuck out.
So you can't just be nobody little slut real quick, little.
Oh, I am definitely my man's hoe. Okay. If that's the thing, if we're together, I'm your hoe. Don't call me a bitch. Okay. Just don't call me a bitch. Okay. I'm not. I don't play that. I don't know what it is. I don't know why that's such a trigger word for me.
That's your
I don't even call people that. I think that's why, because I don't call people bitches.
That's your trigger word. Let me tell you.
And so you just don't do it.
It's a real story, real situation. I was being intimate with my boo at the time, right? So I'm on top. I'm aggressive, so I'm playing the aggressive, and I grab his neck, right? You know how you're not choking him, you just squeeze it. I'm choking him. I was choking him. And then he was like, "Oh, you want to be a nasty bitch?" He flipped me over and then took his forearm and started choking the hell out of me. I'm reaching for my leg. I'm about to punch this nigga in the hand. I'm like, wait a minute.
Right.
You got to get these games straight first and foremost. Don't call me no bitch and don't choke me. That's not what I was, And I was like, if you, nigga, what you doing?
I mean, choking, you got to know how to do it.
You gotta know.
You gotta be in the right state of mind to do it. Like you can't do it here. You can't do it here. You gotta be in the middle.
I was just about to say something about a trigger word. Yeah,
it's in the middle, and you can't be squeezing, but you gotta like have a friend. Y'all gotta know how to do it.
Look, that same dude, my trigger word was fat. He said, "Bring your fat ass here." I said, "Nigga, you ain't got to call me names." I said, because I ain't got no fat ass.
I'll be like, hold on, what fat you talking about? Because then I go, what type of fat you speaking on? Are you talking about my melon slices?
What did you talk? He talking about the melon slices. Nigga, you already tried to choke me. You done call my melon slices or call me fat. You got to leave.
Y'all ever had a safe word?
No.
Have you ever been quick enough to need a safe word?
Don't kill me.
It's kind of all whole. It's kind of go with me.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been in a position where I had to be like, yo, no, because we're gonna talk about because I'm always talking. We're always talking. So things come up. What are you comfortable with? What are you not comfortable with? I'm not sure. I would try it. So if we try something, it's a no. I'm like, all right, okay, But no, I don't think I've never been in a position where I had to have a safe word.
I had. He's like, ow, ow. And I would kept whipping. Well, give me that damn whip. Don't you?
Well, you go too far. Everybody needs a safe word with you.
Right.
But you got to know, because I never used a safe word, but I'm like, okay, that's enough. I'll go switch on to mommy real quick. Look, okay. And I'm one of them people who always make faces. So you just got to watch my face. Just look at my face. If I ain't saying nothing and my face look like this, you better stop.
One thing that somebody's asked y'all to do or try that you said hell no.
A threesome. No,
I
because
haven't. Yeah, I never
I'm
had.
not
Yeah.
sleeping with no woman. I'm not playing with nobody cat. I don't even touch my own cat. So I'm not playing with nobody kitty cat. No, bitch, you can't get no threesome. Ew. And no, I don't want to share my man. So when you
But
ask
what
me
if,
for that, deuces, you don't no
but
longer
what if
need
he
it.
just what if he just asking? Because you know there's compromise, like Phoenix was saying, it's compromise and everything, alternatives for everything. So what if he just wanted, dip in both the ice cream bowls? He ain't
Look,
gotta, you
I've been
know.
to the stripper club with my man. He got his lap dances and stuff. But when it comes to being intimate, it's just me and you. You could dream about
I
the
said that,
stripper
dog.
and I
But
stripper, but bringing somebody else into my bed, no, that's just me.
that
I
is
ain't saying
that
that
is
for the rest of the
something
world, but
that
that's
you
just
have
I'm
to
greedy and I'm
really.
selfish.
I'm
Nope.
greedy too, but there's that I have been in that situation. But you have to really trust the person you're with. You have to
Yeah.
really trust yourself because men don't know, or you don't realize men get jealous too. So they may have the idea that they want this other woman, but if they see another woman pleasing their woman, they can get jealous too. And so, it just depends. It just depends. It's like a woman want a threesome with two men. I don't need all that meat in me at the same time.
All
I wonder if Trudy
And he
Okay.
don't need all that coochie because he can't handle this. And you
Look,
want to
let me tell you. I'm gonna tell
we
you.
I
I'm
better
gonna
not
tell you.
wake up and see you on the other side of my bed. What we
I
fighting?
wouldn't be attracted to any man that you attracted to, okay? You
I'm just
my
saying
sister, so that's an automatic chop.
Wait a
Anybody
minute,
you find cute, I automatically don't find cute.
wait a minute.
So
You right. Look, it's a joke, but it
I
was a real
know, but
life
I feel
situation
you.
coming
Oh
up.
nah.
And when I got up I was at my boyfriend's house, Miss Barbara Blowjob Jackson, and his name was David. I'm gonna tell the whole damn story. I'm laying on the other side of the bed with my boyfriend, right? I could not please him because he's too well endowed. So I'm getting up, going upstairs to get some water. This bitch on the other side, I'm like, when did she sneak down here on the other side of the motherfucking bed? So I'm about to cry, because I was all sensitive and young then. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Why is she in the bed? Because I was like, oh, I'm gonna bust this bitch in the head. Oh, I'm about to be on, but I'm like,
Come on this way,
hold
man.
up. So then I heard them talking and they thought I went upstairs because it was like the basement with the sub basement. And I'm sitting on the steps before you get to the upper basement. And I hear him say, come on, Barbara. Go. He was like, no, Reese just left. No, Dave, she gonna get me. No. He was like, go ahead. So she's doing it. And I'm on the steps like this, like I know, I know I'm not here. I know I'm not here what I think I'm here. I go down there and she all up on it. I'm like, I'm like, bitch, it's over. Take me home. Look, she driving it. I made her take me home. You can have him. Oh, it's over. That was a horrible situation of a threesome.
But there's a difference in you and your partner coming to this conclusion that you want to do this and you actually meet the person. And then there's a difference
I'm
in
gonna save
somebody
that
just
shit a little
sleeping with
bit.
your man or your man sleeping with somebody else that you had no consent on. That's how a threesome works. A threesome works with you two as the couple coming together and agreeing to the fact that we're going to do this. We are going to do this. And you as the woman are supposed to choose the other woman, not him.
I got to choose.
Hold on. Because listen, I'm trying to tell you, be quiet. I'm trying to tell you. You got to listen. Because you, in order for it to work, have to be attracted to the other woman. The
Yes.
man is going to get it up no matter what, because you're there. So he already attracted to you. Regardless if he's not attracted to that other woman, he's still gonna be hard because you're there. But it's not going to work if you're not attracted to her in some way, because then it's just gonna be him and you and him and her. A threesome
All you
is
gotta do is
three
pick a Taco
people.
Bell. Pick a Taco Bell.
Exactly. So that's the difference. And on top of the fact,
you gotta
that's
be
the difference.
To the woman.
You have to be attracted to the woman because he's gonna automatically, it's a woman. She got titties. That's all they
in order
do.
to do it, you have to be a woman that's attracted to women.
Not necessarily. Because women, as you know, we have a tendency to find women beautiful. We find women beautiful. Oh, your butt is so cute. Your legs are cute. Your arms cute. It doesn't take much. And two, you can always focus your attention to whatever. But I'm telling you, you don't have to do this. This is something you don't want to do. You don't. But if this is what you choose, one, trust your partner. And trusting, you have to know your partner. Listen, you have to know your partner, and your partner has to know you too. And you have to have a secure relationship. A secure
Molly's on point
relationship.
too. I was gonna ask for another question too while we
Oh
talking.
yeah, let me see.
I better smack the shit out of her. I see her getting in it with my man. Like,
Oh, it's not easy. It's not easy. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm not that
But
person.
you know, he said,
We got some more comments.
let's see. I'm gonna read some more comments, but I'm gonna put this question out there first. How often do you actually think about sex? Let me go into the comments while y'all think about
I
that.
do every day.
All day, all
Every
freaking day.
time I see somebody kissing.
Let's see. Let's see. Okay, he said,
Who
Aya
said?
said, quiet man is concentrating too hard trying to keep that willy up.
Right, that's what.
Misha said,
That's what
oh,
it is.
never a be in bed or out. If you call me one, be prepared for me to be you out.
Right now.
Molly said they all bitches doing sex. No. Aya said, y'all better take your magnesium before you get busy. That's right. Latrice said, don't call me no B. I think somebody said something about I'm gonna dry up if I get called the B word. I think I read that somewhere. Alan said, bitch just fit better.
You made yours.
Can't be like you love this
Can I
B,
make some of
don't you
mine?
dare. First of all, Alan, ain't nobody playing with you. You ain't gotta say
You don't have
dear.
to
You
say
could just
nothing. You
ask,
can
do
just
you
say,
like
"You
this?
love this."
Misha said, if you call me out my name, be prepared for this kitty to dry up.
No, that's what we just said.
Kenneth said, yo, what it do? Hey, Kenneth.
Kenneth, I'm mad at you. I ain't speaking
Aya
to Kenneth.
said, I know, right? Aya said, never been called a bitch in bed, but that's not happening. Latrice said, did you ever have a safe word, Reed? No, Reed ain't had one. They had to have one on her. Alan said, you can call me whatever you want except for sir. Sir is for hookers and kids.
Sir is for what?
Hookers and kids. He is so crazy. He also said, who got melon slices? More like half moons. First of all, I got melon slices because I'm juicy. That's where it comes from.
How about
Get
that?
it right.
How about that?
Summertime melons are the best. I'm a summertime melon. I'm an August baby. Give it
I'm
straight.
an all-time melon.
Molly said, lady in the street, but a freak in the bed. But now we got ladies in the street and in the bed. No, I'm a lady everywhere. And then when my door closed, that ain't none of your business. Alan said, I can't have sex with a skinny chick. I need thickety thick or thickest. Skinny girls always saying they tummy her. OMG. Aya said, oh, hell nah. I wish somebody would think about choking. Kenneth said, well, I'm a string bean pole, so it is what it is for me. Latrice said, one-on-one, I'm selfish. All eyes on us too. Alan said, no threesome for me. I'm a Leo. I know this nigga stroke ain't fucking with mine. I'm enough. Once I put it down, any other D will be officially trash. I knew you was a damn Leo. We had this conversation before. I keep forgetting. Molly, most women won't mention the fact they got trained before. What does that mean?
He said that if two guys.
Oh, a trained. Oh no, I ain't never been trained. I'll tell you right now.
Most women won't mention the fact that they got
that they've been trained before. Been in I don't need all that meat at one time. Reese, Butterman said Reese a peeping Tom, aka cock blocker. Alan said, "Come on, Reese, you supposed to cup the balls." It's so crazy.
Somebody know.
Hey, Alan, you gonna stop referring me as forehead? Damn it! I know I got a big forehead. It holds the brain. I see your friend request though. He said, Butterman said, getting head while she getting back shots, not cool. Yeah, I don't, I think about sex 23 and a half hours out the day. That's Alan. Latrice said, I think it can cause an issue sometimes. Somebody might step out behind the back of the threesome because one might enjoy the other person more than their mate. That's true.
Yeah.
That part is very true.
Kenneth said it wasn't letting him log in, so that's why he didn't come in.
Kenneth, why didn't you send Molly the thing? Molly would have made sure she got it, baby.
Yep. Latrice said, sorry for the typo. She at work. We got you, boo. But a man, more like 10 guys, Reese. Kenneth said
10 guys what? 10 guys what?
I don't know.
Like a 10-pin bowling pin, and I'm the bowling ball and I'm mowing them over. I'm knocking them down.
That ain't no train. That's a damn.
That's a gangbang.
A goddamn Amtrak.
That's a gangbang. Well, John, you try to call me an Amtrak?
It's 11:56. Say it again, love.
I said, would you try to call me the train? I'm gonna roll them over. What better man over more like 10
I'm saying the whole operation. If you got more than one pin in the equation, no, it's just more than one ball.
Everybody can't be like Butterman get naked at the Ibex
and bust it down.
Butterman get all the freaks. Hey, Butterman, you the man. You the man, Butterman.
You the man. What do you say? That's a slave. Hold on, what is going on? My daughter called me, y'all. Oh yeah, that is a slave rate. No bull, because ain't no way.
Yeah.
What did he say?
But as far as the question that was asked, I think about sex a lot. I really do. I used to be at work. I used to be at work working for the doctor's office, and I'd be sitting there taking notes for him. And I'm a daydreamer too, and I'd be done daydreamed into something else. I'm like, whoa, shit! Can you repeat what you said? I forgot
about the doctor.
Man, I'd be in there getting in it. Not about the doctor. Hell no.
Now I had some doctors that I worked for that was dreamy and cute, and I was like, "Oh, I love your eyes. Oh, you're so cute." I said, "You calling me their wife on the job?"
No, he wasn't cute. He was my boss. I ain't never thought about my boss in that manner. Bosses get on your nerves. And when I was working for the dog company that I was working for, and I would be outside because I'm a nature person, big time. So because I was outside, that allowed my mind to wander. I've thought of book ideas. I've thought of different things being outside, but sex is always there. And I'm like, look, you can't be doing this. First of all, you can't be walking around at a heightened state like that, and you working. First of all, because it's gonna piss you off. No. And I'm outside in the heat. I ain't got time for this. You can't be in the heat. You just can't. It don't work like that.
Right. Too much heat is a killer.
Honey, we went over our time. We're going to have to bring Freaky Friday to a close, people. This has been a good Freaky Friday. And I'm sorry the other panel guests and Kenneth couldn't get on the panel. Yeah. And I hope this will freak all of you guys out, all your freaky nature. And I do have to tell you, the question or the topic came from a real life situation. There's this guy that says that he likes me. And I said, you got to get to know me. He said, I want to F you. I'm like, no, you don't. That's a turn off to me because you don't even know me. He was like, I think you're beautiful. I see you on the show. I think you smart. I want to, F you. I'm like, nigga, you in a different state. That's not going to happen. And I told you that turns me off. Telling me all of this stuff and then it goes hit it with, I want to do you. That's a turn off to me, people.
Do me, baby.
What, you finished the show? What you got on? You got some drawers on? Like, click. Why you don't call me? Because you talking nonsense.
Yeah.
That's not me.
Butterman said, and I love the shameless plug. He said, have a Freaky Friday, get your shea butter from at Butterman 202. Y'all get y'all shea butter.
That's good to know.
Get the rubbing up, take a good shower, rub it on down,
rub
get a
it
little
in.
movement. Yeah.
Let him rub it on your butt. Like,
and Alan asked, I'm so sick of him. He talking about Kenneth ass line.
Oh, Kenneth, okay, see. My cousin said that you welling, you capping, Kenneth. You could have got in. Kenneth, he was on the plug talking. He was doing something else.
Yeah. Look, he said, if he said, do you, old man Harold, need to move on? He said he want to do you, Reese.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Shit.
I'm going to jail. I know I'm going to jail. Messing around with y'all people.
Y'all are so look, y'all need to leave Kenny alone. Leave Kenny alone.
I know.
I can't hear. I can't see what's happening.
I can hear. I can see y'all. I hear y'all.
What happened?
Molly, come in. Where Molly at?
Molly, talking about something that nigga said. He's talking about that nigga said, "Do me, baby," like BBD.
Do me, baby.
Oh, like BBD, do me, baby.
Yeah.
And I'm going to see New Edition next Friday on the
Do me,
22nd.
baby.
Hey,
You want
I'm
to see who?
seeing that New Edition.
Oh, for
It's
real?
Baltimore, me,
That's
Misha,
what's up.
and my
Oh,
sister
yeah, that's right. It's
on the
them and who
22nd.
else?
I heard it was, I don't know. I don't care about nobody else.
I forgot because somebody was
That's on
supposed to
my
go
bucket
on.
list.
Yeah.
That's on my bucket list to see that. But on the 22nd, it's also the day of the ice cream social. Tell them
Yes.
about that.
Okay, so you guys that are in the DMV area, district, Maryland and Virginia area, next Saturday, April 22nd, the No Filter Show, which I am one of 5 hosts of, will be hosting a rooftop adult ice cream social. We are going to have infused ice cream. We're going to have a comedian, Joe Champ. We're also going to have a musical guest, Elski Stacks, perform. And the No Filter Show will also be doing our live podcast. So we were trying to get people in who just want to hang with us on the rooftop.
Is that a Friday or
And
Saturday?
this is a Saturday. Next Saturday is
The
actually Earth
23rd,
Day.
April
It's actually
23rd.
22nd. It is
22nd
Earth
is
Day.
Friday.
No, it's not.
The 22nd, not a Friday?
No, that's Saturday. Next Saturday.
Okay.
Thank you for showing this, Molly. And we're going to be at 55 M Street Northeast. The tickets are $30, but you get infused ice cream, you get a comedy show, you get a musical performance, you get an actual live podcast occurring with us. And it's from 3 to 7 p.m. So if you would like to purchase tickets, you can reach out to me, Louisa Harrell. You can reach out to Teleme Rock. You can reach out to anyone of the No Filter Show. You can even go on the No Filter Show and send us a message and we'll get it. And we'll tell you how to send your money. But we are just so excited. It's getting close. We really just want to have fun with everybody on the rooftop. Look, just come and get a taste of summer with us. Enjoy the nice air, some ice cream infused. You can even buy something to take with you. Just come hang with us next Saturday.
Yes. I'm going to be at the BBD show. So whatever day I'm going to be seeing New Edition, y'all. So I'm sorry I won't be there. But that's okay.
I'm gonna put it in there. Huh? I'm gonna put it in there.
And then on the 29th, I got a
Anybody melting ice cream? Bring your ass up here.
So y'all come on out and get tickets for that. And it's streaming available too. So Alan,
I'll send you the flyer, Alan. I'm about to I'm a friend request and I'm gonna send you the flyer so you can send it out.
Your screen name is your Facebook name, right?
My event on the 29th, people. I got a big event coming up. I'm actually speaking on the 29th at Orange Crosswind. I don't know if Molly got
okay,
for that.
Yeah, it's up. Tea Time Media Bliss.
And they're recording that. It's gonna be on TV, Roku TV. They're gonna be streaming it and they're gonna be recording it. So all my family that's in other states, you get to see I'm actually speaking and I'm not just gonna be shits and giggles.
Is there a charge for this? Is there a price for this?
To stream it? Or for
to come to the event.
The event, yes, because it's a luncheon thing at March Crosswind. The ticket price on that is $50.
Okay.
$50. But you get the entertainment, you get the QRC code for the venues, but it's going to be venues? It's going to be vendors. Vendors are going to be there. They're going to have entertainment and it's going to be nice. And you get a lunch, a tea lunch with like tea, the crumpets, and then different meals. There's got to be more. It's like 4 different meals they're going to be serving. Like when they serve the tea,
nice.
they're going to serve something. I've never been to a tea party. So she told me to put on my finest hat and come out there. And y'all got to help dress me, Weezy. Y'all know.
Look, you can come in my closet.
No, you got to
I got lady clothes.
Accessorize me. So I got to make sure when I go out there, I'm representing properly. And I'm going to have my hat. You know that hat I got sitting on my wig stand? I'm going to have that hat on with the gold, sparkly, and the glitter, honey, and I'm going to twirl it. I do with the hat twirling it. You know, I might even get my nails. No, I ain't going to do that. That's too much.
Look, go get you some press-ons. Anybody got time for that? Go get you some press-ons. The press-ons look like the real nails now, too. Shoot. Anybody about to spend all that money on that? Go get you some press-ons.
And look good for the show. That's cool. That's dope, y'all. That's nice to have something going on like that. That's positive.
but on the 29th. So please, y'all, come out and support. And if you can't come out and support, streaming services, they streaming live is available. And like I said, and they're going to do recording it to go on TV. So I know when that air. So, woo.
This was a wonderful, wonderful episode of Freaky Friday.
Was,
the freak said she used press on the acrylic one. I got you, Alan, about the flyers, because we are probably gonna put some flyers out next time.
I posted. I did. I posted it. Okay, quit the video. Molly Mall, come in.
Molly already here.
Where he at?
Yeah, I'm here. Good show, y'all. Somebody going here.
That definitely was.
Yeah, we definitely got to do this again next Friday. Good questions today, Trey. Trey was ready, man.
Yeah.
We can pull up some of them questions next week that we didn't get to.
Yeah. Well, I only sent in 3 of them, but I looked on the perspective of, I just Googled it, looked up on the perspective of questions that men have for women. I got some more screenshotted, but questions that men have for women about sex and vice versa, with questions that women have for men about it, So I thought that was a good question. Just, it's comedic at the same time, but still like real questions. So yeah.
Keep them coming, Trey. Keep them coming. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We see Reedy back on 10:30, 11:30 Monday. Y'all don't miss it. Louisa, great show. Trey, great show. Michelle, good to have you early on. We miss you. I think she had to get on a flight or something. So, it's always good to have MP on.
Oh, now Alan talking he's gonna be there next Friday.
Molly. You hear what Kenny said, Molly?
What Kenny say?
He just said he couldn't get in.
Yeah, he lying. You heard what Alan said, right? Butter, man, you wellin', man. It's an invite, man. You don't need to log in and all that.
Yeah.
No, you probably, but Molly probably did you send it to him? Because sometimes when Reese sent it, I can't use it either.
No, Molly sent it to him.
Yeah, I sent it to him, but sometimes it do say like copy and paste, but it don't necessarily log in unless he got his own screen, y'all, and they trying to log him into his own screen, y'all. But we'll get you in on the next one, Kenny.
He's been on the show before. He know how we do it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Now you talk to them people.
Yeah. Rico keep calling. Somebody keep calling. Let's end this show, y'all. We'll see you next Friday, Alan. We holding you to it, man. So don't pull the Kenny on us.
You don't be messing with Kenny. You do what you supposed to do, sir.
Yeah, the Reverend don't be welling, man. We gonna see what happened with the Reverend a little later. But love y'all. We out. I see y'all in the back one.
All right.